Okay, for this science activity, we are going to sort these pictures into two categories. Things that can hurt the tiny seed and things that can help the tiny seed. Hurt and help. We're going to have to think back to our story we've been reading, The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. And we're going to have to recall and remember from our brain what were some of the things that hurt the tiny seed along its journey and what were some of the things that helped the tiny seed. And when we say help the seed, we mean help the seed to grow. So our first picture is, I wonder if you can shout it out. What is that a picture of? Sun, that's right. Now, did the sun help or hurt the tiny seed? Shout it out. The sun helped the seed grow. Flowers and trees and all kinds of plants love sunshine. Our next picture is, now you can use your eagle eye strategy to look at the picture, then say the beginning sound. Try to figure out that word. Soil. Does soil help or hurt seeds? That's right. Soil is helpful. Okay, this picture is a weed. Now, from our story, can we recall if weeds help or hurt the tiny seed? Shout it out if you can remember. Weeds hurt the seeds. They take up all the space. They grow big and fast and quicker than regular plants grow. And they take up all the sun and the water and the nutrients from the soil. And that's how they hurt the tiny seeds. This next one, I bet you can tell what this word is really quickly by the picture and the beginning letter. That's right, this is a foot. Now, would a foot be helpful or hurtful to a seed? That's right, the foot in our story, it hurt the seed by stepping on it. How about this picture? Oh, this one might be kind of tricky. We might have to really think hard about this one. This is a picture of the wind. Now, think back to our story, The Tiny Seed. Did the wind in the story help or hurt the tiny seed? Did the wind help or hurt the tiny seed? The wind was helpful. Give yourself a pat on the back if you thought the wind was helpful too. The wind was helpful by carrying the seed over the land all the way to its final stopping place where it gently fell to the ground. The wind carried the seed where it needed to be. Also, in the end of the story, the wind helped that giant flower out. I wonder if you can remember how the wind helped the giant flower in the very end of the story. If you can remember how the wind helped the giant flower in the end of the story, I want you to tell me by writing it in a 3-star sentence. This is a challenge activity. We're going to move on now. The bird. Was the bird helpful or hurtful? Did the bird hurt or help the tiny seed? Shout it out real quick. That's right, the bird hurt the seed because the bird ate the seed. And if the seed is eaten, it can't grow. Our next picture is, that's right, it's rain. Is rain helpful or hurtful to seeds? Rain. Shout it out. That's right, it's helpful. Seeds love rain. All plants love rain so much because plants need water to grow. Our last picture is the mouse. Was the mouse hurtful or helpful? That's right. For the same reason that the bird hurt the tiny seed, the mouse hurt the tiny seed too by eating it. And then the seed couldn't grow because the mouse ate it and it was in its belly. Okay, so if you remember your challenge activity for this science today, your challenge activity is to tell me, how did the wind help the giant flower in the end of the story? We know how the wind helped the tiny seed travel along the land, but how did the wind help in the end? How did the wind help the giant flower? Tell me in a 3-star sentence.